Hello and welcome to your sports special. This is Souq Sports, and hey, it's always a pleasure to be here, and I'm always happy to know that you're on the other side logging on. I'm making sure you catch us every day, every week, every month on Souq Sports. We're happy to have you here. My name is Souq, and I'm here with the regular corporates who are always present and making and bringing happiness to your homes. Guys, how you doing?
It's a wonderful week. It's Charles. I'm here with
You know how it is, it gives me such an enormous pleasure, and we're not here to play, we'll come with the best there is in the sports industry. Every juicy story there is in the world, we'll bring it live right here. I'm excited, super excited.
Thank you very much. We're not going to run a lot of cartoons, right? No cartoons here today. So hey, it's going to be like tit-tat-tat. A lot of things are happening, and after this we'll have another 30 minutes of something we'll introduce to you very shortly. But now let's start with the good news. Everybody remember Luke Little?
Yeah.
Yes, the young 16-year-old guy that came second in the darts championship. Everyone is looking for him left, right, and center. As we speak with you right now, Anthony Joshua's firm is trying to make a movie on the young man, and I'm talking about in millions, wrong, in tens of millions. Not just him. Several other movie producers are also trying to catch the young man and make a very good movie about him. Guys, what do you think?
For me, I think it still boils down to the fact that up there, you identify something you got interest in. People start real young. I mean, they start early, and there's no dilly-dallying about what it is you want. You know, at 14, you're doing good. So imagine at 25, you could sit pretty and enjoy his life. I mean, he's cool enough. He's got something.
He's not cool enough. He's just starting.
I mean, at 14. Imagine
16.
I'm 16
he's
rather.
Just starting.
Look at what is coming out of this young man.
It's good. It's just tells you that beyond sports, a whole lot of things come around. Now movies, thanks to his success. Guys, what do you think?
Well, I see Luke like attracting this much viewership, or this much, will I say, spectacle. Like, he's a spectacle on his own, or he's attracting this much viewership around the world is amazing, because look at SBX Studios reportedly trying to table multi-million-dollar, pound offer, to produce a film on his childhood. Imagine that kind of exposure, and imagine that how much is involved and how much they think prospectively would get them.
Whether we like it or not, if this movie is made, it's going to be well over 100 million.
Yes.
Whether made profit, box office, well over 100 million. Let's move forward. This same Anthony Joshua we're talking about, there is going to be a fight between himself and the UFC king, Francis Ngannou. Guys, do you think that fight should hold?
Yeah,
a date has been set. Match.
Obviously, it should.
It's in Saudi.
It's something that every boxing lover wants to see. I mean, wants to see the big guys go head to head. And we see
big guy in boxing, big guy in UFC.
Well, he has left the UFC. He's now in boxing. I'm talking of Francis Ngannou.
Do you want him to fight Francis Ngannou?
Well, take it from me. I'm sentimental right here. Anthony is not my guy like that when it comes to this fight, because I think Francis will do a better work in brushing and just pummeling Anthony in this fight. And my £640,000 is on Francis Ngannou on this one, man.
Well, you can't take anything away from Anthony Joshua.
You should have first asked him, where did he get the money from?
Well, we can't take anything away from Anthony, because he has, 3 fights in 2023 and he came out victorious.
2 knockouts.
Yes, 2 knockouts. He stands a chance.
You won't compare that with Fury.
I mean, he was able.
Fury was on the canvas and he was dazed.
Okay, now let's move ahead. Now we go athletics. Kenya is on the map again.
For the very right reason.
Always on the map. For this reason. For this reason.
Are you going to beat them? Yes, the 10-kilometer world record was broken in Valencia. Agnes Nketik, he won just by, I think, 9 seconds. He beat the world record by 9 seconds.
She absolutely smashed it. I mean, it's not easy. 28 minutes, and
there is a faith.
10 kilometers.
There is a faith. Kenyon. I mean, these guys have got history with this thing, and they are known for it. Whether it's
Hello,
Kenya,
it's not about history, it's about
I
preparation.
mean, they are still there.
On long distance.
The world's
and they do have it in their DNA, let's say it like that, because when you look at their terrain, it's more of mountains, and they usually go this long distance, and the perseverance they put, they are able to monster.
And bearing cattle and making sure they
even under the hot or scorching sun, they are able to go that distance. And when you see such gifts, like let me say gifts like that, and you see it, you bring it up onto the field, and you compete with it, and it actually brings you money and quality to yourself and to your country. I mean, it's something that they can work on.
Second place, Kenya.
And
prize
for me, I think beyond
money.
beyond the terrain, these people have seen that they have invested here.
Yes,
We've got terrain up north, Taraba and all that, but what are we doing with it? The women best athlete of last year was a Kenyan. And so you've got history with these guys, and they are consistent.
Do you want to beat them?
We can. We have all it takes to do this.
He has the stature.
We've got all it takes to do this, but we're not investing in the right place. So
let's leave the investments and talk about prize money. She walks home with $55,000 cash. Julie, where do you want to run to?
Other opportunities are right there for endorsements and what have you will eventually come.
And
that's what I'm saying.
The Lagos Marathon will be held this year, later on this year. And you
Kenyan.
see that they will come from their country and they win it in our country.
Yes, to every Kenyan out there, congratulations. Now we go to tennis. Australian Open. The ladies are qualifying for the second round. Zabalenka has qualified for the second round. She beat the German, Ella. Also, not only her, we're also expecting the lady that just put to bed. She's also coming
Naomi.
to start. Yeah, Naomi
Osaka.
is coming. And we also have world number 2 overpowered the 18-year-old 6-0-6-1. And that was that was like, you know, when you get someone that says, I'm going to beat you, so next time if you see me, you put some respect.
Put some respect.
She
actually did put respect there, and show that you need to put a respect now, because everything has to be a performance. If you don't put the performance, where is the respect going to come from? But it's kudos to her. I mean, she really went all out to prove and put her name on the spec.
Yes. Moving from tennis, we go. Where are we heading to from tennis?
Okay. Golf.
We're going to golf. Yes. That's the Dubai Invitational. Yes, the Dubai Invitational was good. Everybody was expecting McIlroy to win, but someone else said no. Fleetwood won just on the very last day.
Final 2 holes.
On the very last day, with 2 swings. Everybody has people are already talking about McIlroy getting the prize money and how much he was going to get on endorsement, only for him to be told, "Hey, guy, calm down. This is not PG."
It's not. We are used to seeing him come and be crowned the champion all the time. I mean, it's good to see someone else come and compete in this sport and really tell the whole world that I have what it takes to, run the show as well.
Okay, and the prize money, the young man is going home with $425,000. You're looking at me and wondering like,
sticks and holes.
What am I doing here?
I'm no longer moved. I just feel these guys have invested here. Definitely you get this.
I mean, they've invested their time.
There's sponsorship in this game, and it looks good. It's beautiful for some. I just hope, man, we quit just talking about this. Let's also start making the money.
Who is we?
We.
Let's go back to this we question again. Now, let's go straight to the NBA. Golden State Warriors' Draymond Green suspension has been lifted.
I mean, from punching to playing basketball again. We all know the sad story that happened and what happened, or the controversies that led to him being suspended. I mean, in nowhere in the sport was he ever said that you are allowed to punch or throw blows. I mean, regardless of what has been said, he actually punched. I mean, it was a very clean.
I think
he should change career
with him.
He should change his career path and join the boxing.
The disciplinary committee said that he has attended all the mental health classes, which means they took him and said, "Man, sit down. Now tell us how is he doing you." But he showed good behavior, and they said, okay, after 12 to 15 matches, let's let the young man play again.
And it's good to see him back in the court and proving what he knows how to do best.
Okay, if we say what he knows how to do best. Now, on the sad note, the Brazilian FA has announced the death of Maria Zagallo. Growing up, he was more like a name in everybody's.
He's one of the Pelés of his time.
He won the World Cup 4 times, twice as a player and twice as a coach. That's a history. I don't think it will take a long time.
And there are a very handful of coaches or a handful of player-turned coaches that have been able to achieve this feat. We talk of Didier Deschamps and the other German that died the other time. God rest his soul, Frank Beckenbauer. I mean, we see that they're a very handful of players, but he went and he did it twice. I mean, it's a phenomenal achievement, you know. And yeah. It's so sad to see talent like that go.
Well, he was aged though. He was He was. Then on our own side too, Sebastian Broderick. We also lost him almost 2 weeks ago. He was 85.
Yeah, and
he was the first coach to bring a FIFA trophy to Nigeria.
Yeah, the first foreign coach actually to go and win.
First African coach. To bring a FIFA trophy to Nigeria.
Well, okay. If my stats fail me, you're
we will miss him. We will miss him. We will definitely miss him. Then also this is not that sad, but it's very, very funny. It's sad on the other side. Golden Lions traveled 8,000 miles to go and face and play a match with Lille. And they couldn't score a goal. Only to be beaten 12-0. This is sad.
It's fatigue and all.
What do you mean by fatigue?
Well, the tears of football, that's why we justify football and why it's being categorized in tiers, or because they are fourth division, or should I say fourth division in the league, in French in the French championship, and you see the difference between the standards. 12-0. I mean, how will you travel all that mile and go get your ass whooped?
To go home
Don't
with.
Forget the Super Eagles also.
We are coming to
no. They play 12-0. But I mean, I'm just saying it's very possible.
When we are talking of club football, we should leave the country guys aside. But when we're talking of club football, I mean, you're paid to come and do this. Why would you go there and disgrace yourself and disgrace your team?
I'm going to take my time.
Disgrace. I mean, a lot of investment have gone into them traveling by road. Okay, let us say even if they traveled by road, let's give them benefit of the doubt. There's fatigue, just like Juvi said.
8,000 miles to be beaten that much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on top of this beating, we'll go on a break. But remember, you can always bring your products. You can still stream Souq News, Souq Sports, everything Souq. Now, remember, also what are we talking about? The Spanish League.
Yeah,
the Spanish League streaming rights. That was on the 9th.
Yeah.
For those in Italy, Portugal, the rights were applied for on the 9th, and whoever wins is going to have the right and distribute to others. It's all about money.
Let's also speak to the quality of the league right now. We know the Spanish FA have come out to say that their league is the best league in the world, but we know where football originated from, and we also know
where football originated from. Does it make it the best?
Hold on, let me talk. I'm speaking, Juvi. I'm speaking now. We have seen the development of the La Liga in the past decade and how much quality they've been able to attract around the world, and how much they have developed within the space of 10 years. I mean, we had the likes of the Messi, Ronaldo come and buff of the league. Yeah, we had the two heavyweights in the game going head to head.
Before Messi and Ronaldo.
They had the Ronaldinhos, but they didn't know where they were. Hold on, the R9s. They were able to do it, but not as much as Ronaldo and Messi did for the Spanish La Liga.
Now, this is my take. Between Messi and Ronaldo, you don't bring the gods and join them to play with men. So that's just not fair.
I'm just speaking to how much the Spanish La Liga has developed over the years. And for them to be able to have this kind of bidding and TV rights come up on their space, because they have actually invested and they have actually improved. So let's give kudos to them.
Also, sorry, before we go, for me, I know it's debatable for you to say good football, but for some of us, I think good football is not even in EPL. EPL is better organized, but good football, something you love, you find around the Spanish La Liga for me. I mean,
it's always an exciting time to watch.
This argument will never end. This argument will never end. Now let's still talk about money. The NCAA bundles for women basketball has signed a new deal with ESPN, and this is what 920 million.
A lot of money. $920
million.
million.
This is just, mind you, this is content. I don't know if you understand. This is take our content, broadcast on your network, share with who you want to share. 920
make whatever money you
yeah,
feel like making.
There's no regulation as to whatever you do with it. You just have the right. It speaks to the AFCON and how late Super Sports or multi-choice rather were able to secure their own rights to televise it. Eventually, that's the word, because NTA had sole rights to broadcast around Nigeria alone. But we could see what the kind of competitiveness that goes into trying to secure the rights for football, for entertainment. Shows and for any kind of sports in general, and you just see the business that's involved in sports and everything that has to do with it.
Okay, now this is all about money making. So we'll always invite you and tell you, hey guys, Nigerian investors, wherever you are, as long as you can see the content, those making the content, those with the ability to make the content, latch onto them.
There's a lot of money in content creation.
Of course, yes. Yeah. Of course, yes. So hey, come to Souq News. Let's look at results, EPL results.
Right.
Over the last few days.
Well, we are in the, makeshift winter break, and we have 5 games over the course of the weekend from Friday to Sunday. We saw Man United and Tottenham go on a 2-2 draw. We're goals galore, and we saw new signings come and really prove their worth. We saw also Højlund score his first goal in Old Trafford. We saw Rashford coming and scoring after 7 months of drawing blanks at Old Trafford, and we see Richarlison living up to his name. So it was a very good weekend. It's a very good weekend.
What would you say about
Newcastle Man City? It was a spicy one. That was one game that had me on edge, because I was really backing Man City to really just go and do their normal. And Newcastle was like, no. We have this is our turf.
When the match was on, I had to step out to get something. Right. So one of my neighbors said, can you see that Newcastle is beating Man City?
And you couldn't believe it.
I said, no, I told him, calm down. As the game ended, I said, if they don't win towards the end, the referee will do something.
and it speaks to the quality of players you have there at Manchester City. Look at Kevin De Bruyne, came in and instant impact in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, we saw Klopp talk about him returning from injury, and the whole world, the whole country is shaking.
The whole league is shaking.
And he really proves him right. And 5 minutes, a goal and an assist. And what an assist that was for Kabob.
What would you say about Everton and Villa?
Well, I called dibs on that game, because they are both trying to fight for something, and everybody's trying to be cautious, just trying to take their time and prepare for in the second half of the Premier League.
Everton lost the last 3 games.
Yeah, Everton lost the last 3 games, and their last 6 games they've won 3 and lost 3. It speaks to form, and we can't say they really lost a lot of players to AFCON or the Asian Cup, but it just speaks to form and fatigue really, because they've actually given all for Sean Dyche, and it's good to see that.
Talking Sean Dyche, let's go to transfers.
All right.
Let's head to transfers. Timo is in Tottenham.
Yeah.
Confirmed. So that's no longer a rumor. That's now a confirmed.
That's a signed and sealed deal, delivered.
Sealed and delivered.
Yeah, you see him delivering yesterday against Man U.
Sancho has gone back to Dortmund. Signed, sealed, delivered, with an assist. Over the weekend. Yeah. Who else has moved?
Well, we think Newcastle remains in the hunt for Calvin Phillips of Man City.
That one is kind of dicey.
Yeah, it will still be dicey, because Pep Guardiola doesn't want to let him go. It feels like he's one for the future, but the
guy wants to play.
He wants playing time, and he's not getting it there at Man City. So he needs to go somewhere else, because, be it as it may, the summer is coming and they are going to play the Euros, and he wants to feature. And every player knows how important the Euros is to them, just the same way AFCON is to us. So.
Yeah, we all thought he was going to go to Juve. All of a sudden, Juve pulled out.
They don't see a future with him, and it's not nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault, really.
Okay. Who else is coming? Who else is going? Do you think Mbappe is staying, or do you think he's going? Well, his name is always coming up.
For me, basically, I would feel the young man should just leave and go somewhere else and play something better, something more challenging, not just your regular, you have it like 12 times back to back or 15 times. It's no longer challenging. So regardless, I'm not even talking about the money involved. Let him go somewhere else and play this thing. But you know how it is. He who pays the piper, man. There's money involved in this thing, and so if the business is not going well, Mbappe you probably will stay there for another season.
Well, Tottenham defender Eric Dyer has completed his move.
That's complete. Science delivered.
To Bayern, the giants of the German league, and we see that he was one that Thomas Tuchel actually wanted, and it's very good to see that he actually achieved his aim. I mean, when we look at Dyer and the numbers that he brings, the quality that he brings to the side, a very calm defender, tall, wins his area duels, and he gives you quality. He also has it in his locker room for the long passes and ability to pick the forwards out. And,
okay. Let's end on this note. What's his name? Former Liverpool captain Jordan Henderson. He wants to return to the Premier League.
I saw the young man.
You saw him?
Yeah.
He called you and told you. He wants to return.
A lot of eyebrows were raised when he actually moved to the Saudi Arabian side, but. You know, when you are used to something, when you go over there and you see something less your quality, you miss it, you know. The Premier League is high intense, high caliber.
The young man went to Al Ettifaq. For how much?
Oh, it was
a
lot of money.
Now,
I think
now,
I have
hold on.
here.
Now he's earning £900,000 a week.
Per week, yeah.
You are opening your hands and saying
it's all about the money. But I think for him, he feels he's come to the point where it's beyond just money.
Because they are not winning.
No, not necessarily because
they are
not winning.
No, I feel it's way beyond that. Yeah. Even eventually, someone like Ronaldo still needs something more challenging.
But Ronaldo is winning. At least.
Regardless.
They are winning some matches.
There are challenges there, but I feel it's the quality he's aware of the spotlight. Or also, it could be that he's trying to get himself to play in the Euros, because a lot of critics have come to say, why has Southgate keep picking up players that are not playing in top 5 league in Europe, and he has backed him up obviously and said that it doesn't matter where he plays, as long as you are having regular playing time and you're obviously able to still do what you are able to do over the years, then why not? But I feel like it's just a response to the criticism he's gotten from their friendlies and the qualification games they played last year, and he also wants to see himself compete in the highest level, or show us that he can still compete in the highest level.
Okay, now Henderson, you signed a 15 million contract for 3 years. You've spent just barely 1 season. You still have 2 seasons to go. The Saudis must milk their investment.
It will be an interesting one to see which club side actually picks him up in Europe and sees where he go and be able to pay back the money that the Saudis paid for him. I'll really look forward to seeing that.
Now, on this note, we have a surprise coming, so stay locked on Souq News. Souq Sport is ending, but we'll have a surprise coming your way. Hey, just stay there and don't go anywhere. We are all still here. Yeah, we still love you.